Hello everyone, I'm back with the other of my sister journals. This one is named Dream and it has this pretty wraparound panel closure, which I think just is really kind of cute. I think I'll do that again. Yeah, it was fun making that collage. So this journal has the same beautiful tapestry fabric. It has rounded corners on this one. The cover is kind of flexible, semi-hard, I would say. It's not quite soft, but it's just one signature like the other one, and it's going to be listed on Etsy. So let me take you inside and show you how I have decorated this one. So this just pulls off like that, and then you have just this journal. All right, here's the inside. A little bit of a tuck here in the beginning. Some Japanese paper again. This is some vintage note paper. Again, on this one I've used an antique envelope. This is from 1896 in Visalia, California. And I just made this. This is some vintage note paper, and then I've just done a little collage there. Some lace here on the edge. This is some of that really beautiful calendar ephemera page that I got from the Vintage Paper Emporium. Leslie, is that the name of your shop? I will list that again in the description where I get these. I just love them. It's a beautiful smooth paper to write on. There's a little lace pocket on this one with some vintage note paper and just a tea-dyed guest check. That worked better when I put them in there. There we go. Pretty sorry silk ruffle. That's a vintage note paper there behind. This is the other flip up and down. This one flips down and closes like that. Napkin decoupage. This is some antique ledger. This is an antique check, and I've just done some napkin decoupage there. And some vintage ephemera. Another vintage, it's kind of like a stenographer's notebook. That's the kind of the paper. It is also vintage. Some more napkin decoupage here. It's a pretty tab with the little bull pin and button. Just a little fabric collage there. This is that flip over jeweler's pocket envelope. And I just got a pocket there. I did have a little rose die cut in there. I wonder what happened to it. I'll have to replace that. Isn't that pretty, this woman? Yeah, just a little journal paper from the kit. I will list the kit, the images that I used down below. This is another piece of ephemera from Leslie's shop. The Vintage Paper Emporium, I think is the name of it. And there is a pocket up here too. Nothing in there currently. I just couldn't stuff any more in. Honestly, it just would have exploded. Some fabric ribbon there. And this is a vintage 1908. There's plenty of room left to journal on that. From Maori Latcha Hardware Company. How fun. I'm just looking for where that is. I don't know. It's vintage, antique actually. It's kind of fragile, but I have reinforced these two pages. Isn't this pretty, pretty paper? I think this is from the Tall Charlotte kit. This is vintage, not vintage, 2021. Just some avocado dyed calendar page. This little flip out there, and a little journal card. This is a vintage check. And I have just made this little tuck here with the butterfly. This is a pocket. This is some vintage stationery, Hallmark stationery. It's got a lovely texture and kind of a faded blue color. And I've just done some collage and a cluster there. Some lace, napkin decoupage. Here is another piece of vintage check. This is a receipt. And just a journal paper. Some stamping. This is an altered paper clip. I just have it on this fold out, flip out. There's the UP Union Pacific Railroad ephemera. There's a double tuck here. Another tuck and a little journal paper here. I just found this in an old book. It's from a letter sent to some family from someone who was serving in the Vietnam War. It's a little map telling them where he is, and you can toss that if you want. I just thought it was kind of interesting, and the color kind of matched in this antique ledger page. And then I have done some glossy accents here on this little pocket. A couple of little tags here. You can add some ribbon if you want. I just didn't want it to be any thicker. Oh, I love this. This is some avocado dyed paper that Kate, my daughter-in-law, made for me. And I just made a tag there. This is a vintage ticket and a vintage Rolodex card. This is one of my fold over cluster pockets. There's a tuck spot over here, and this is a pocket. This is another altered paper clip, and it's just holding this fancy fold paper on. Some stamping here, and this is kind of a little ratty. I made kind of a stacked pocket decoration here with she's holding this little dove, and there's some cherries that she's feeding it. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty image. And this is just a digital journaling card. And here's a pretty lace pocket and this journal card here. And the other part of the Japanese writing paper and final little pocket. And here's the end. And that's this journal. And then you just, when you're ready and finished and want to put it back together, it just ties with a bow here in the front. Hey, thanks for being with me. I will go ahead and list this on Etsy to join the other one, her sister, and I will be back with another video later. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate it. We'll see you later.